The same thing happens in our life as well. In our life, what happens that life has this ability to crush us. Life की ये ability है कि वो हमें crush करना चाहता है. For example, I crushed this note, but still it has a value. जैसे मैंने इस नोट को क्रश किया, but नोट की वैल्यू फिर भी थी. आपने फिर भी बोला चाहिए. And so we as a human being are. The problems are going to come, ladies and gentlemen, but still your value is going to remain same. आपकी वैल्यू वही रहने वाली है जो आप थे. जैसे कि इस नोट की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं हुई, the way the value of this note didn't change, so is your life. So today, this is what we are going to talk about, and the topic for the day is life happens for you, not to you. So ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you all in this amazing section of life happens for you, not to you. Now, before we begin, let me share one thing, that the birds which fly in the sky, even they have some limitations. जो चिड़िया आसमान में उड़ती है, limitation तो उनकी भी होती है. I have also my own limitations, because whatever I am going to share today, these are excerpts from Bhagavad Gita, from our Vedic rituals, or from our Vedas. So I cannot explain the way these amazing philosophers wrote, but I will try my level best to explain you, and I would try my level hard to explain you the complicated things in a easier manner. मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि easy से easy manner में ये सारे facts आपको दे सकूं. So let's get started. Life happens. Now, what do we mean by life? होता क्या है life का मतलब? Life is the acronym of 4 words. L for love, I for intelligence, F for fulfillment, E for empathy. अगर आप में love है, अगर आप intelligent, अगर आप fulfillment feel करते हो, and अगर आप में empathy है, लोगों को देना आता है, then that is called life. This is the definition of life. Let me share one story of Akbar and Birbal. What happened? That one day Akbar decided to go for hunting, and he invited Birbal. But what happened that while he was thinking about going for hunting, he somehow got his right finger slit. गलती से ये अंगूठा कट गया बीरबल अकबर का. Then Akbar went to Birbal and said, "See, my finger was actually slit." To which Birbal replied, "That's a great thing." Birbal ने बोला ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. Akbar ने बोला इसमें क्या अच्छी बात है? What is good about this? I have cut my finger. What is good about it? You do not want my good? I am going to put you behind bars. Birbal को लिया और जेल में डाल दिया. He put the Birbal inside the prison. What happened? I'm so sorry, guys. The dogs are actually fighting, but please bear with me. So what happened? That Akbar put Birbal inside the prison. Now Akbar decided to go for hunting in the forest. He went into the forest. वो forest में गया भी. Now what happened? He was caught by some tribals. कुछ वहाँ पे tribals थे, कुछ early men थे. उन्होंने उनको पकड़ लिया अकबर को. And the tribals had one rule. That is, they offer live human being to their god. ये tribals लोग क्या करते हैं? इंसानों की बलि चढ़ाते हैं. They sacrifice people. Now they decided this time to sacrifice Akbar, and it is a true story. The entire thing was prepared. सब कुछ तैयार था. But at last what happened? That they found that the right finger of this person, Akbar, was cut. And in the tribal, there is one rule, that if you have any cut or marks in your body, then you are considered as impure. तो आपको अपवित्र माना जाता है. Because of which they just left Akbar. उन्होंने अकबर को छोड़ दिया. They just freed Akbar. उन्होंने अकबर को छोड़ दिया. Akbar came running to his palace and he went to Birbal. अकबर भाग के बीरबल के पास गया और बीरबल को थैंक यू बोला, रोने लगा. Why? Because he said, Birbal, that you said it very correctly. Though I cut my right finger, but because of which today I saved my life. इस अंगूठे की कटने की वजह से आज मेरी जिंदगी बच गई. So Akbar, Birbal, I'm so sorry. मुझे माफ कर दो. Then Birbal started laughing and said, Sir, whatever happens, happens for good. जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. Akbar said, What good has happened with you? अरे मेरे साथ तो अच्छा हुआ, तुम्हारे साथ क्या अच्छा हुआ? Then Akbar said, Then Birbal said, I'm so sorry. Then Birbal said that, Sir, आपको तो उन्होंने छोड़ दिया, but if I would have gone along with you, तो मैं जरूर पकड़ा जाता क्योंकि मेरा अंगूठा तो नहीं कटा था. तो अगर मैं भी आपके साथ जाता तो मैं भी मरता. But मैं तो बच गया. So because how I got saved, because I was in the prison. So whatever happens in life, it actually happens for good. Life पे जो भी होता है ना, वो अच्छे के लिए होता है. And that is what I am going to prove in our session. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead, I would like to tell you one thing. That one day what happened, I went to a seminar. एक दिन मैं एक सेमिनार में गया, बहुत फेमस सेमिनार था. वहां पे एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया. The speaker asked one question. What was that question? The question was, किसकी लाइफ चेंज करने के लिए आए हो? The audience replied, हमारी. Like हम अपनी हमारी लाइफ चेंज करना आए हैं. Then the audience all of a sudden asked the second question. The speaker all of a sudden asked the second question. That who, जो आपकी लेफ्ट में जो वाइफ है वो किसकी है? The wife who is sitting beside you, वो किसकी है? तो लोगों ने बोला वो तो मेरी है. For example, जिनकी जो भी वाइफ थी, they said ये तो मेरी है. Then the speaker said, जब वाइफ आपकी है तो जिंदगी भी आप ही की चेंज होगी ना. So why you say that हम हमारी लाइफ चेंज करना है? You should say हम अपनी लाइफ चेंज करना है. मैं मेरी लाइफ चेंज करना है. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, I would like all of you to please keep these things in your mind, that today you are here to change your life, to add a value onto your life. So you need to be ready. Be ready with your pen and paper, because you might get something which you haven't got before. So I would request all of you to sit with your pen and paper, because you might get something which can change your life. So let's go ahead with our session, that is life happens for you, life happens for you, not to you. So here, before we proceed, I have one humble request. Before we proceed, I have one humble request. The request is that these are the 5 rules which you need to follow. At first you have to hear, पहले सुनना है. Then you have to understand, फिर समझना है. Then you have to meditate, फिर ध्यान लगाना है. Then you have to digest, फिर digest करना है. And then you have to apply it in your life. So these are 5 rules of learning. These are 5 rules of learning which you need to follow, no matter whether you are learning communication skills or anything. These are the 5 rules which you need to follow. ये 5 rules आपको follow करने हैं. सुनना है, hear, understand, meditate, digest, apply. The same thing which happened in Bhagavad Gita. You know, there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita, and in the first chapter, it was entirely spoken. The first chapter was entirely spoken by Arjuna. Arjuna kept on speaking about his problems, and Lord Krishna, though he was Lord, but he didn't disturb him. Lord Krishna ने उनको disturb नहीं किया. So the entire complete chapter was dedicated to Arjuna. Later on, Lord Krishna continued, and so is with our life. If you want to learn something, you need to be a very active and patient listener. And this is my request from all of you, that you have to follow these 5 rules. And I would request all of you to keep your audio muted so that nobody can be disturbed. Let's proceed. Now here comes the next one. So can you understand this word, what has been written over here? Comprehend vows and language. What is this? Sir, ये क्या बता दिया आपने? What is this? अब तो इंग्लिश पढ़ रहे थे, ये क्या है? क्या अजीब सी चीज है? it actually means, can you understand English? In French, it means, can you understand English? French में इसका मतलब है कि आप English समझते हो. So at first when I gave this line to you, जैसे ही मैंने ये आपको line दी, क्या हुआ, आप नहीं समझ पाए. But जैसे ही मैंने आपको meaning बताया, you understood. So today, my dear friends, whatever I'm going to tell you, it is not something that you do not know. आपको वो चीज मैं नहीं बताऊंगा जो आपको नहीं पता. Because अगर for example this is a language, आपको नहीं पता, अगर मैं समझाऊंगा तो भी आप नहीं समझ पाओगे. You will not be able to get the meaning. But मैं आपको वो बताऊंगा जो आपको already पता है. But simply it needs to be revised. एक revision होगा बस. That's it. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm intentionally using Hindi and English because I do not want anyone to be deprived of the knowledge. So मैं आपको वही समझाऊंगा जो आपको already पता है. Simply I'm going to give you the revision. एक revision देना है आपको. Let's go ahead. This is something which I would like to convey to all of you. In my lifetime, I have understood one thing, that I have understood nothing. पूरी लाइफ में एक ही चीज समझ में आई है कि मुझे कुछ भी समझ नहीं आया है. Let me relate this with one example. During my childhood, when I was a little kid, I used to cry a lot in front of my parents for candies, for chocolates. I literally cried a lot. I still remember the days. And my parents used to scold me at that point of time. And I didn't realize. I thought that my parents do not want good for me. They are just concerned about saving money, but they do not want me to enjoy my life. Well, later on, when I developed my intellect, I realized that they did it for my good. So is our life, my ladies and gentlemen. Whatever happens in our life, it has some meaning attached to it. The only thing is, we do not realize the meaning at the right time. But later on, when we gain the intelligence through experience, that is when we realize what's the lesson that was hidden in that problem. So my dear friends, what I would like all of you, that you have to shun your mind and you have to open your intelligence. Mind को पूरा बंद कर दो आप लोग. इस 30 or 40 minutes के session में mind पूरा बंद कर दो. You have to shut your mind and you have to open your intelligence. Now you might ask that sir, what is the difference between mind and intelligence? अब सर ये क्या बता रहे हो? Mind और intelligence तो एक ही चीज होती है. There is a difference. It is just like sleeping and meditation. Sleeping, when you sleep, what you do? You fall asleep. आपको नींद आ जाती है. आप नींद को लाते नहीं. You fall asleep. और जब आप, और इसके साथ क्या word attached है? Fall asleep. नींद में आ जाना. Fall asleep. On the other hand, when it comes to meditation, आप meditate करते हो. You do meditation intentionally. You put your entire focus to meditate. आप अपना entire focus meditation में लगाते हो. The same thing is required over here, my dear friends. सोने में मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ती, जागने में मेहनत करनी पड़ती है and meditate करने में मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. So this is what I would like. I would request all of you, please keep your mind off. Mind का switch off कर दो. जो भी noise है उसको हटा दो. Take each and everything out of your mind. कोई भी परेशानी चल रही है उसको थोड़ी देर के लिए निकालो. Crush करो, जैसे ये note crush हुआ था, the way I crushed the notes, and then throw it away. और सिर्फ intelligence open करो, so that you can understand what I have to serve to all of you. I hope you are with me so far. I would like all of you to please keep on please keep on sharing your comments so that I should know that you are with me. आप comment करते रहना so that मुझे लगे कि हाँ, you are with me. Leading by example, my dear friends. Whatever I am going to tell you, I am going to give you the practical example. There is no theory at all. कोई theory नहीं है, सब practical है. Let me share one instance. So what happened? That when in the month of July last year in 2020, when the situation was entirely against us, lockdown was there. We had nothing to do. Especially for me, if I talk about me, I was jobless. I had nothing to do. What I had was couple of books and some knowledge which I was ready to share with people, but I had no one with whom I could share. I had no students with me. कोई students भी तो नहीं था, किसके साथ share करूं? So I was completely crushed. पूरा crushed था. I was completely depressed. पूरा depressed था. क्या करूं? How can I help my parents? Lockdown was there. We were falling short of money. पैसा कम था. क्या किया जाए? At that point of time, we decided to have our own English institute. But the problem was that we had this hypothetical traditional concept. एक mind में concept था क्या? That we need a place, we need a physical setup where we can go, then we can have table, chair, then we can have this entire classroom setup, and then we are going to organize our classes. अब classes start करना है, खर्चा है. From where can we manage this expense? पैसा लाए कहाँ से? So we started looking for some investors, कि investors ढूंढा जाए. But in this process of looking for investors, one problem arose. And the problem is that when you look for investors, you actually live upon their mercy. जब आप investors ढूंढते हो तो आप उनके रहमों पे चलते हो. So nobody came forward to help us. कोई आया ही नहीं help करने. And in middle of all of these, I was completely into depression. Completely. Believe me. I had nothing to do. Knowledge to have, but share ही नहीं कर सकता. How can I share it? But that is when a leap of faith came in. We decided a lot. And finally we came with an idea that we should come in online platform. We should start one online platform so that we can just pass on the knowledge that we have. जो हमारे पास है वो online भी तो दे सकते हैं. But again there was a problem. Nobody trust online media. Online को कोई trust नहीं करता. So initially, when we started English Times, we started calling people and giving and pitching our ideas, and they just said no. No. At first, I would like to tell you that we had 14 rejections. 14 rejections. People said, no, we do not trust you. You do not have experience. If we share the money with you, maybe we could get lost. So we do not want to be with you. But still, we decided to go. At some point of time, I felt that it is not for me. I cannot go for it. I cannot do it. It is not for me. People are saying no, they are not trusting me. I should not do it. But one day I realized, in fact, we realized that right now, if I do not go ahead, then the 13 or 14 people who said no to me, they will win. So I decided that no matter what is going to happen, we have to go. There might be 10, 20, 100, 200, 300 rejections, but we are going to go. And that is where we started English Times. And believe me, in the first, after so much of hard work, in the first month itself, we had 40 students with us, 40 paid students who believed in us, and still they are with us. So that kind of connection that we had built with them. This is the story of the origin of English Times. So if the condition would be in our favor, अगर condition हमारे favor में होता, there was no COVID-19, if there was no lockdown, then it could not have been possible to interact with you. तो आज हम आपके सामने नहीं आ पाते. That means whatever happened with us, there was a meaning. And today we realize the meaning. Because of that thing, today we are able to give this wonderful workshop with all of you. So this is the example, my dear friends, and here it comes the message that is nobody could stop you from becoming a great person other than you. आपको आगे बढ़ने से अगर कोई रोक सकता है तो वो सिर्फ एक इंसान है, that is you. Only you can stop yourself from going ahead and nobody can. Now the problem is, sir, okay, we have all the, we know that we have to go ahead, but then this thing comes in, fear, false evidence appearing real. Sir, ये fear आ जाता है. False evidence appearing real. The definition itself says that it is fear. False है, जो चीज false है हम उस पे विश्वास कर लेते हैं. And it appears real. So we have two fear in our life. दो तरीके के fear हमारे life में. First, fear of not being enough and fear of not being loved due to not being enough. दो तरीके के fear हम सबके अंदर है. These are the only two fear. Fear of not being enough. हम जो चाहते हैं वैसे हैं नहीं. Fear of not being loved due to not being enough. और अगर हम अच्छे नहीं बन पाए तो लोगों का प्यार नहीं मिलेगा. These are the only two fear that every one of us actually has in our life. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, fear comes in. Fear comes in. Do not look rear. Fear तो आएगा. Do not look rear. पीछे मत देखना. Face your fear. Fear को face करना. Grab your gear. सब ready हो जाओ. You will definitely win, dear. आप जरूर जीतोगे. Face comes in. Do not look rear. Face your fear and roar the hardo. Put on your gear. You will definitely win, dear. This is a formula which you need to apply in your life. Fear is definitely going to come. I still remember in my graduation, what happened that it was my first semester exam. And I was completely unaware of what I am going to face in the examination. Because after class 12th, the pattern which college or the graduation which the university follows, it is completely different. The first examination that I had was of mathematics. I was completely in fear that what is going to happen. I'm not that much good in mathematics. I know how to do things, but it is too much. How am I able to fight with so many people? But that is when I decided that it is okay. I have to give my 100%, because if I do not face my fear, how can I become, how can I overcome this challenge? I decided to just sit with cool and calm mind in the examination. I appeared in the examination, not me, but all of my colleagues, all of other fellow students. They were also in a fear कि क्या होगा, कैसा exam होगा. But somehow we sat in the examination, and you won't believe me, that was the first examination of mathematics where I scored highest in the entire college. I was not very well in the mathematics, but that was the first time in this entire university campus I scored highest in the mathematics. It was a sense of achievement, and I scored highest in the maths as well. It was an achievement for me. I really felt glad that because I decided to face my fear, that's why this happened. And so, ladies and gentlemen, fear is definitely going to come. And it is okay. It is okay to not be enough. It is really okay to not be enough, but it is not okay if you do not try enough. It is really okay if you are not enough, but it is really not okay if you do not try enough. It is better to try than to cry. This is what I believe. It is better to try than to cry. Try करना ज़्यादा अच्छा है cry करने से. So you must try. Try करना मत छोड़ो, my dear friends. So, sir, fear तो बता दिया आपने. Sir, what is fear? We got to know. But why does this happen? Sir, होता क्यों? ऐसे डर क्यों जाते हैं? Why do we feel fear? Even today, before coming for the workshop, I was in a fear that how can I deliver and how my performance is going to be. But still, I decided to face my fear. So this is a kind of challenge for me as well. It happens because we lack motivation. It simply happens because we lack motivation. Now, my dear friends, there are two types of motivation that we have in our life. The first one is external motivation, which is also called as circumstantial motivation. ऐसा motivation जो circumstances पे, लोगों पे depend करता है. For example, I will be happy if people say good about me. मैं तभी खुश होऊंगा जब लोग मेरे बारे में अच्छा बोलेंगे. Now, my dear friends, if you do this, what happens? That you give command of your happiness in hands of others. आप ऐसा करके क्या करते हो? आप अपनी खुशियों की चाबी किसी और को दे देते हो, which is not a good thing at all. The second one is internal motivation, which is called as substantial motivation, self-driven motivation. कुछ भी हो जाए, goal is clear, you are internally motivated, and you feel good about yourself. If there is no one, still you are with you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that when we started English Times, there were 14, 50, 100 rejections we suffered. Out of every 10 calls, only one person responded. But let me tell you one thing, and I am telling you it, and I am using this sentence very carefully. लोगों की बात को दिल पर मत लो, सक्सेस को लेना शुरू करो दिल पे. लोग तो बोलते रहेंगे. Take success in your heart, not people's words. लोगों की बातों को दिल पर मत लो. Take success in your heart. So उन 10 लोगों को छोड़ के we focused on that one person who said yes. And that is why our life completely changed after that. This is called substantial internal motivation, which comes from within. So how is it going to come? When you have immense hunger inside you, जब आपके अंदर इतनी भूख हो success की, hunger of becoming better, hunger of becoming better, good at whatever you do. जब आपके अंदर इतना hunger हो, इतनी भूख हो, करना है, अब तो करना ही है, communicator बनना ही है, English बोलना ही है. क्यों नहीं बोल पाएंगे? How is it? Why is it not possible? English is just a language. I just need to know some rules. I need to practice and it is going to come. Just like the way we learn driving, the way we learn dancing. What is different with English? ये भी हो जाएगा. This is called internal motivation. My dear friends, in your journey, there will be instances where you will feel that English is not your cup of tea. नहीं हो रहा है, छोड़ देते हैं, क्या हो रहा है? But that is the only time when you need to motivate yourself. वही ऐसा time है जब खुद को motivate करना है. It is very natural to get demotivated. It happened in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Arjun, a great warrior, felt demotivated because he, and you would agree with me that he was the most talented archer. इतने talented archer थे, तीरंदाजी सबसे अच्छा करते थे, but still he got demotivated. Demotivate तो वो भी हुए. उनके पास skills नहीं था क्या? बिल्कुल था. But still he felt demotivated. But that is when there was a mentor who actually guided him. And because of which, today we know who won the battle of Kurukshetra, who won the battle of Mahabharata. The guru, the teacher reminded, Lord Krishna reminded him at that point of time about how to motivate himself internally. And that is when the magic happened. So you need to have a hunger. You need to have a hunger for success. Success की भूख होनी चाहिए. You need to have a hunger for success. That is only when you will, that is the only way to stay motivated. My dear friends, focus on the roots, not on the fruits. हमेशा roots पे focus करो, fruits पे नहीं. What happens in our life that we focus so much on unsure that we forget about the sure. हम focus unsure चीजों पे इतना कर देते हैं कि sure चीजों पे focus होता ही नहीं है. And that is where the problem begins. We focus on the fruits, not on the roots. Ladies and gentlemen, focus on the roots, you will get the best fruits. So roots means internal motivation. You need to motivate yourself internally, my dear friends. You are your best friends. Now, how can you motivate yourself? You have to ask these 3 life-changing questions. If you need to take the screenshot, you can. If you need to write it down, you can. Most important 3 life-changing questions are in front of you. The first question is, what do you focus on? You need to ask this first question. What do you focus on? आप focus किस चीज पे करते हो? And let me tell you, these 3 questions have been given by Tony Robbins, who is considered to be the world's best guru. What do you focus on? This is the first question. आप focus किस चीज पे करते हो? And focus is equal to feelings. Focus feelings के बराबर होता है. Let me give you example. Do you focus on what you have or do you focus on what you do not have? आप किस चीज पे focus करते हो? जो आपके पास है या जो आपके पास नहीं है? If you focus on what you do not have, आप बुरा feel करते रहोगे. If you focus on what you have, आप अच्छा feel करते रहोगे. It is up to you, my dear friends. Throughout your lifetime, no matter whatever happens, If you know where to focus on, it is going to completely change your life. If you focus on what you do not have, then in future as well, you can you can get so many things, but still your focus is on what you do not have. आपका फोकस तो वही है जो आप कि मेरे पास क्या नहीं है, तो आप तो दुखी होते रहोगे. So you should focus on what you have. किस पे फोकस करते हो? What you can do or what you cannot do? If you focus on what you can do, don't you think miracles are going to happen? What you focus on? Do you focus on past, present, or future? Let me tell you one thing. If you focus on past, you are going to get sad. If you focus on future, you will be sad. If you focus on present, there is no chance of getting sad. Second question. What does this mean? You need to give one meaning to whatever happens with you. आपके साथ जो भी हो रहा है उसको एक meaning दो. For example, if everything is going against you, अगर सब चीज आपके against जा रही है, what does this mean? Is it that God is punishing me? God does not want good for me? Or is it that God wants to teach something to me? This nature wants to teach something to me. The meaning completely depends on you, my dear friends. Glass आधा भरा हुआ है या आधा खाली है? Meaning कौन दोगे? आप ही दोगे. Glass में तो पानी भरा हुआ है. But the meaning that you give can completely change your life. And the third question is, what am I going to do? अगर ये situation है भी तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? What can I do? Can I crib and cry, or can I stand up, take action and grow? It is completely on you, my dear friends. It is completely on you. So next time when you go through this anything, ask these 3 life-changing questions and it is completely going to change your life. What do you focus on? What does this mean? What am I going to do? Can I do anything about it? Problems. My God. Sir, आपने बता तो दिया कि fear को कैसे face करना है, how to stay motivated. Problems क्या करें sir? बहुत problems है life में. Okay, let's discuss something about problems. Now, problem has one role to play in your life. Problem एक काम जरूर करता है आपकी life में. What is that? Problem can either make you or break you. Problem can either make you or break you. And it is completely up to you to decide what you want. आप जोड़ना चाहते हो, आप टूटना चाहते हो. It is completely up to you. If you want to make, that is called winning mindset. And if you want to break, that is called loser mindset. Winner always. For example, there are 2 people. Both of them faced same rejections. दोनों job interviews में जाते हैं. 10 rejections दोनों को मिलते हैं. One person says, I am not going to leave it. पहला person कहता है मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा. 11th बार भी try करूंगा. दूसरा person कहता है I am not going to make it. मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा. See, your statement, the questions, the kind of sentences that you say about yourself has a lot more ability to change your life. This is called winning mindset. In English communications too, it is going to happen. मैं नहीं बोल पाऊंगा. और जो बोल पाते हैं ना, वो ये क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं मैं क्यों नहीं बोल पाऊंगा. मैं एक बार और ट्राई करूंगा. I will try once again. I will try once again. I've seen practical examples. I have people in my life who are very close to me, who tried, and today they are amazing speakers. They are amazing. How did it happen? Because they faced the problem. And my dear friends, let me tell you, it happened with Lord Hanuman as well. Lord Hanuman, you must know about Lord Hanuman. What happened that when they were looking for goddess Sita, so they tried finding Lord Sita everywhere. उन्होंने goddess Sita को हर एक जगह ढूंढने की कोशिश की. मिली नहीं माँ सीता, क्या करें? Lord Hanuman was very sad, and then they reached at the ports of Kerala. Kerala के ports पर पहुंचे. तब तो ports नहीं था, तब बंदरगाह नहीं थे. They got to know that goddess Sita is in Sri Lanka. Lanka, now it is Sri Lanka. So goddess Sita Sri Lanka में. अब जाएं कैसे? How can we go? At that time they didn't have any boat. कोई जहाज तो थे नहीं कि पकड़ा और चले गए. So they were in a lot of trauma. It was a problem, serious problem for them. कौन जाए? कैसे जाए? The Sri Lanka is thousands of kilometers away from Kerala. जाएं कैसे? Everyone was sad, but there was a person called Jamwant. He just went to Lord Hanuman and said, you had power. You had amazing powers inside you. Simply, you need to close your eyes and you need to recall all the powers that you have. And if you recall, my dear friend, you can go to Sri Lanka. Jamwant, what he did, he just gave a reminder to Lord Hanuman. The powers were already inside Lord Hanuman. Then he meditated, he realized his powers, and he was the one who flew from Sri Lanka, from India to Sri Lanka. Now it is India and Sri Lanka. So he flew from India to Sri Lanka. Or wo, the rest of the story you all know. So every single person in our life, we need somebody who could just come and tell us about our hidden potential. And the hidden potential is inside of you, my dear friends. You do not need powers. आपके अंदर ही power है. Just people come to you, they guide you, you unlock your potential. Just like Lord Hanuman did. And let me give you one statement. Do remember this. Problems will be there. Now it is up to you. You want to go through problems or you want to grow through problems. You want to go through problems or you want to grow through problems. It is up to you. Again, the command is in your hand. Command to आप ही के हाथ में है. My dear friends, it is all about mindset. सब कुछ mindset के ऊपर ही है. And today, in fact, one of the greatest persons in our platform told that, sir, situation is going to be there. Now, whether we can take the situation as a challenge or the situation as a stress, it is upon us. अगर situation को challenge की तरह लेते हैं, तो कुछ कर सकते हैं. अगर situation को stress की तरह लेते हैं, तो सर कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते. So let's take a challenge. That is how we can grow. This is called mindset, my dear friends. And that is what we are going in. That is what we are doing in this workshop today. It is all about my mindset. This is my favorite quotation which I learned. So if you could do it, to change your foreground, if you could look into the screen, to change your foreground, you need to change your background. To change your foreground, you need to change your background. अगर आपको अपना foreground change करना है, तो अपना background, mind का background change करना पड़ेगा. Favorite thing, अगर आपने यही follow कर लिया, if you follow even this, you will achieve so many things in your life. To change your foreground, you need to change your background. One of the most important things that you can follow in your life. Now, what do you want to become? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask all of you, after listening to all of this, what do you think? What do you want to become? There are two options that you have. Do you want to become a warrior or do you want to become a warrior? Warrior बनना है या warrior बनना है? चिंताजनक बनना है और लड़ाई करने वाला बनना है. Warrior or warrior? It is completely up to you. If you want to become a warrior, then nobody could help you. But if you are a warrior, there will be people who will come to you. I am not telling you that you are not going to face problems. You will face problems. Problems are bound to come. But if you have people who can handhold you, who can support you during your time of problems, ladies and gentlemen, you will never ever fail in your life. And by the way, the definition of fail is first attempt in learning. So this is the definition of failure. First attempt in learning. Fail हुए तो क्या हुआ? अच्छी बात है. This is a lesson for me. Problem तब हो जाती जब आप fail नहीं होते. Right? That's why the greatest speaker Sandeep Maheshwari says, whenever he doesn't get any problem, he asks only one question to God. कि God क्या हुआ? नाराज हो गए क्या? Problems क्यों नहीं दे रहे? Because if you can give me problems, I can grow. सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम्स ही आपको आगे बढ़ा सकती है. This is another thing which you could see in the screen. गंदे होने के लिए काम थोड़ी ना करना पड़ता है. साफ होने के लिए नहाना पड़ता है, मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. So to become better, you don't have to do anything. But to become better, you have to do anything and everything. गंदे होने के लिए कुछ मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ती, साफ होने के लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ती. So to become better, you don't have to do anything. To become better, you have to do anything and everything, ladies and gentlemen. So become a warrior, not a warrior. Now the lessons, if you want me to conclude this entire session, so the first lesson that I need to give you is take action. If you are in pain, it will not go in vain. If you push again and again, you will definitely win the game. Pain is definitely going to come. Second, bigger purpose. You need to have bigger purpose in your mind. You need to have a bigger purpose in your mind, because if you have bigger purpose in your mind, that purpose is going to help you. अगर आपके अंदर कोई गोल ही नहीं है तो आप गोल गोल घूमते रह जाओगे. If you do not have any goal, you will घूमिंग गोल गोल. Like this is the famous dialogue that Vivek Bindra says, that अगर आपके अंदर कोई गोल ही नहीं है तो आप गोल गोल घूमते रह जाओगे. Third, don't take valuable advice from non-valuable people. Most important thing, my dear friends, only take advice from people who could pay your bills. ऐसे लोगों से advice लो जो आपका bill pay करने के लिए agree हो जाए. जो आपका bill नहीं pay कर सकते, अगर आप उनसे advice लोगे तो क्या फायदा? That is called non-valuable people. You will get hundreds of people in your life who would come and speak different things to you. If you take their words seriously, you will end up reaching nowhere. Become a turtle over here. आपको turtle बनना है यहाँ पे. कछुआ देखा है आपने? कछुआ. आप कुछ भी बोल दो, वो shell के अंदर चला जाता है. He goes inside the shell. आप उसको तोड़ो, आप उसको ठक 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 करो, वो अपने shell से नहीं निकलेगा. क्यों? Because वो advice सिर्फ valuable people से लेता है. We know the epic story of the turtle and the rabbit. Rabbit ने कितना बोला, तुम धीरे चलते हो, कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे, मैं first हो जाऊंगा. But the turtle had this patience. उन्होंने सुना ही नहीं. क्या करें, वो ढीठ थे. Turtle बिल्कुल ढीठ था. धीरे 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 चलते चलते we know the end. Who was the winner? The turtle was the winner, because he didn't pay attention to the invaluable people. Hundreds of time in your life you will get invaluable advice from people, but you need to decide from whom you would like to take the advice. Fourth one, most important thing, most important, I'm emphasizing it. If in future, when you have everything, simply share it with those who need it the most. Future में जब struggle करके आप कुछ बन जाओगे future में, simply share it with those who need it the most. उनके साथ share करना जो जिनके पास वो चीज नहीं है. That way, even God will feel happy about you. Your purpose will be fulfilled, and that is what humanity is all about. What we have, we simply need to share it with those who need it the most. Now, always remember, my dear friends, I would like to conclude my workshop by 3 lessons. The first lesson, the first takeaway is, people might be running away from you. People might be running away from you. आज ऐसा हो रहा होगा कि लोग आपसे दूर भाग रहे होंगे. But the same people will run behind you if you will become successful. यही लोग जो आपसे आज आगे भाग रहे हैं, जो आपसे भाग रहे हैं, कल यही आपके पीछे भागेंगे जब आप successful हो जाओगे. You need to remember this first thing in your mind. No matter wherever you are, the people who are criticizing you, they will be the people who will run behind you to take your expertise. First thing, first lesson. Second thing, Lord Krishna and Arjuna, they were in the battlefield of Mahabharata. But it was Arjuna who fought the battle. लड़ाई किसने लड़ा? अर्जुन ने लड़ा ना. Lord Krishna didn't fight for him. Lord Krishna only guided him. But it was the Arjuna who had to bear all the pain. लड़ाई की किसने की? अर्जुना ने. Who lost his son? Arjuna. अर्जुना ने सारे पेन सहे. But guide किसने किया? Lord Krishna. So my dear friends, whenever you go through problems in life, just go and see God's expertise or mentor's expertise. God के पास, mentor के पास जाना है. कुछ मांगने नहीं, expertise लेने जाना है, सीखने जाना है. So that you can learn, you can apply the teachings in your life and you can become a powerful person. And my last thing, which is my personal quote, by the way, this is the quote which I developed by myself, is, जब भी प्रॉब्लम हो प्लीज मत रो. जब भी प्रॉब्लम हो प्लीज मत रो. एवरीवन, लेट्स गो. थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन. I hope you enjoyed the workshop. This was all the workshop, all the steps that actually I had for all of you. Now the panel is open for you. I know whatever I decided, I tried my level best to make the things as simple as possible. Now, if you have any question or if you would like to share something, the panel is open for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, today I felt that I am enjoying the motivational session of in a much better way of Sandeep Maheshwari, and hats off to you that you delivered all the things in a very, very impressive way. We all are feeling so motivated and energetic for our goals. Thank you very much, Arindam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your wonderful comments.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I'm so happy, sir, for this session.
Oh, thank you so much, Geeta ji. It really means a lot. बहुत अच्छा लगा कि आपको सेशन अच्छा लगा. Please apply all the lessons. आज जो भी सीखा है ना, उसको आप apply करो. Okay?
Yes.
एक भी चीज अप्लाई करो. Doesn't matter आप 100 चीजें जा रहे हो. एक भी चीज, because my mentor, I have also my mentor in my life. I have also Lord Krishna in my life. I will reveal it in future, but from her I learned that एक ही चीज पे फोकस करो. But ऐसा फोकस करो कि बस आग लगा दो. Right? Thank you so much.
Yeah, Arindam, it is an amazing session at all, because we learned a lot of things, and really it is actually it is called the motivational, the words, motivational speech, or motivational, the session at all. Because honestly, I actually heard a lot of the things from the Sandeep Maheshwari, but honestly I felt the same, that to see you on screen, and I just thought that, oh, Sandeep Maheshwari is here. Okay, that's really great. It's really lovely, very lovely session, and I learned a lot. Even the first time, I noted each and every point in my copy, and I really want to try the same. Thank you so much for lovely.
Thank you so much, Anita.
For
Thank
lovely
you.
workshop. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. You made my day today, and it was a very lovely workshop. I love that, and you make us very motivated, and yet it was very nice, sir. And thank you so much to give us a lot of knowledge and very good motivations. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bhavna. It really means a lot. And I'm really sorry if I did not see your comments. So if you have any question, you could please ask me. अगर कोई भी doubt है, आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हो. Yes, Vaha, would you like to say something?
Yes, I would like to say something, sir. Today, sir, it was fantastic. It was fantastic session, sir. I love it. मैं सर शुरू से आगे तक सुन ही रहा था. Actually, I have lots of problem in my life, so I cannot handle that problem, sir. But now, actually, आपके बात सुन के I'm very happy. So I will definitely, sir, face this problem.
God bless you, Wahab, and I really wish for your great success ahead. And I would love to share success stories of all of you in our workshops.
Yes, sir. My life is that problem one thing, but when I talk to someone, that time I'm so nervous. It's my biggest fear, sir, in my life.
Don't worry, dear. This is a fear, and
I have one question, sir.
yes, Miss Geeta.
सर अगर हमें कोई पेन है तो सर उसका सामना हम कैसे करें सर?
Great, very wonderful question, and let me share one thing. That's a very wonderful question, and I would like all of you to give me 5 more minutes of yours. So this is very wonderful question that Miss Geeta asked. So one day what happened, that I was in my village, and my aunt had a delivery. So I was in the hospital actually. So in the hospital, we went at 8 a.m. and the delivery was at 11 p.m. So I was sitting and I thought that why does it happen that a mother has to go through a lot more pain to give birth to a baby? इतना पेन क्यों होता है एक माँ को एक बच्चे को जन्म देने के लिए? What is the reason? क्या मिलता है इससे? But then I looked into the door into the door, it was written as labor pain room, labor pain room. And then the philosophy came into my mind and I got realized कि जब माँ को भी पेन होता है लाइफ में, तो ही नया जन्म होता है बच्चे का. So a mother has to also go through a lot more pain to give birth to a new baby. Same life में भी हमें पेन होता है. पेन क्यों होता है? सो दैट हम भी एक नए पर्सन को, नई पर्सनैलिटी को अपने अंदर से निकाले. वी कैन ऑल्सो ब्रिंग आउट द न्यू पर्सनैलिटी फ्रॉम इनसाइड. सो दैट इज वाई मिस गीता, पेन इज गोइंग टू कम, बट थैंक गॉड दैट यू हैव पेन. I know it is very difficult statement that I am giving, that I am making, that thank God for the pain. But believe me, if there is a pain, definitely you will gain. Definitely that is going to happen. And the best example is a mother with lot of pain give birth to a baby child. So that baby child is nothing but your success. So if you have pain in your life, you will get success. अगर pain है तो success भी आपको मिलेगा. Problem तब है जब pain ही नहीं है. राइट क्योंकि आपको भी पता होगा कि व्हाट हैपेंस, आंधी आने से पहले कैसे एक शांति हो जाती है. राइट, दैट इज आल्सो द थिंग. तो आंधी आती रहनी चाहिए. आवर बॉडी गेट्स प्रिपेयर्ड.
Sir, I found a new Sandesh Maheshwari. Another
Okay.
Sandesh Maheshwari.
All right, thank you so
Yes,
much,
sir.
Wahab. And so many people have, yes, dear. Yes, Sanjeet. Thank you so much, Sanjeet, for joining us.
So today I'm really glad to see your face, listen to yourself, and whenever I listen you, I feel like energy flows in my blood, and every time when I see you, when I listen you.
That's really great, Sanjeet. Thank you so much for coming in and taking your time. All of you are champions. You gave your 1 hour, which itself proves how passionate you are towards your learning. Thank you so much, Sanjeet, for coming in. And please apply all the lessons that we discussed today. You are definitely going to experience the change. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hello, Random sir.
Yes, Ms. Ghazala. Very good evening. Thank you so much.
Even I have seen you after a long time, and I'm really very impressed looking at you. You were talking like you have got everything in your mind is just fabulous, and you have literally made another motivation. You have just getting me motivated to for my another goal. So inshallah I will discuss each and every part of my thing, and whatever I had been through and whatever I'm going to do, I'll definitely share with you once I'll get free and all. But I am thinking that to join again, and inshallah from tomorrow I will rejoin, and I will not leave any session now, hopefully.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ghazala. It really means a lot. And God bless you. Please apply all the lessons that we discussed today, or not all. If one lesson you could apply, it can completely change your life. And those 3 life-changing questions, right? Please ask these questions.
Yeah, sure. Also, that Akbar Birbal story, I also had heard earlier, and really it matters. Means when we feel like life has stopped us and we have to stop here because there is nothing in our life which is left, but then one click and we start again, and everything is there in our life for the in that moment. Just we have to think what is our goal. Now what we have to do, we have to think for new goal.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ms. Ghazala. Thank you so much. Yes. So if you have
Sir,
still...
I want to ask something, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have one question.
Okay, yeah. At first, Anita, you can ask, and then Wahab, I will entertain your question, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, Yes, Ms. Anita, please tell me.
Sir, you when the session is started, you told me at that the what is the meaning of life. First L means love, I means intelligent, and F means fulfillment.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, can you hear me, Miss Anita? You are not audible. Okay, I guess she is going through some network issues. Yes, Wahab, meanwhile, yes, Anita. Yeah, please ask.
Sir, first of all, when the session is started, you you told me that the what is the meaning of life. First of all is L for love, and I for intelligence, and F for fulfillment. And ma'am, sir, what is the meaning in here? E. What is E for E here for stand?
Empathy. It's empathy. Let me write in the chat section. It's empathy. 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 Empathy means care for others. When you think from people's perspective, जब आप लोगों के बारे में आप सोचते हो कि अगर मैं अपने, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू वांट टू से समथिंग टू समबडी, आप किसी को कुछ बोलना चाहते हो, बट उससे पहले आप सोचते हो कि अगर मैं अपने आप को उनके पैरों में रखूं, उनके जूतों में रखूं, विच वी से इन इंग्लिश, तो क्या मेरे को अच्छा लगेगा? अगर मैं सेम चीज अपने आप को बोलूंगी तो क्या मेरे को अच्छा लगेगा? दैट इज कॉल्ड एम्पैथी, लोगों के हिसाब से सोचना. And this is actually the principle in communication skills as well. Communication skills or public speaking means when you think from people's perspective. जब आप लोगों के आप सोचते हो कि लोगों को क्या चाहिए, और जब आप वो बोलते हो जो लोगों को चाहिए, so connection बन जाता है, and that is where the magic happens. So empathy means लोगों के जूते में रख के अपने आप को सोचना, to feel like person, to feel the person, लोगों को feel करना, that is called empathy.
Okay, sir. And in the session, I love लोगों की, I love to that लोगों की बातों को दिल पर नहीं लेना, कामयाबी को दिल पर लेना. That is I really affected for this line in my life. I thought that this is the true line.
Okay, that's, yes, absolutely. It is most important thing. And let me tell you that there are so many things which I also need to follow. But I shared with you because not only I can grow, but you can also grow with me. Because we want, English Times actually wants everyone to grow together. Yeah, so we should grow together. Thank you. Great, Anita.
So,
Yeah, sir.
question, sir.
Yeah. Bhavna, I'll definitely answer your question, but I would like to answer Wahab at first because Wahab has raised question.
Okay.
Yes, Wahab, please ask.
Sir, I just about it something, sir. And what did you eat, sir, before start your session, sir?
Okay, what did I eat before starting the session? I just
Yes,
simply
sir.
did this
Because
exercise.
exercise, no, sir. I think, sir, you ate something to get
No.
energy.
I simply just did some kind of exercise, and I had a discussion with some great people who are very close to my life, and I just got the energy and I then came.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Great. Yes, Bhavna, now you can ask.
Sir, I have a question. As I have already told about that. So my question is that why we be very confused in our lives, sir, for many things.
Great question. So Bhavna actually asked that why do we feel confused so many times in our life? Confused हो जाते हैं तो fuse उड़ जाता है, right? When we get confused, our mind becomes fused. हमारे mind का fuse उड़ जाता है. Absolutely, it is true. It happened with almost every generations, and it is going to happen. But Bhavna, let me tell you one thing. It is okay to be confused. There is nothing bad with confusion. You are confused. Yes.
Person, sir.
Yeah.
That's why I asked this question.
Yeah, and if you are confused, it simply means that you accept that you are confused. 95% of the people, they do not accept that they are confused. So you have accepted it, means you have already climbed the ladder. Now, the second most important thing which you need to follow, I guess you are confused about your career or anything. If there is anything you are confused with, what you can do is always look up to a person. Sometimes we can read books, but reading book is not going to help you at that moment. You need to go to a person who can guide you, to whom you think that he or she can understand you. You must have or had some person in your life. I'm giving you true practical things. Just go to them and speak your heart out. Speak with them. Definitely they can give you some kind of guidance. At least speak with 5 people. There is a speaker, Grant Cardone, who says that you are sum total of 5 people you surround yourself with. Go to 5 people, discuss about your problems, and let them give you solutions. Then look up to the common thing which they talked about you. That way you can lead up to a better decision. So speak with as many people as possible, but as I said, take advice from valuable people, not invaluable people, right? So that is something which you can do. And still, if you go through it, then definitely, Bhavna, we definitely the trainer, or we will try our level best to help you out with that, because sometimes confusion can happen in so many things.
Yes, like I have a confusion in my career. So that's why I ask these questions, because I am very confused person for everything. Whenever I choose that yes, right now I have to do that thing. Some people talk behind me, then, "Hey, you should do this one. Don't do this. This is not good." So I get confused. What I have to do. So that's why I ask this question.
Absolutely. And one more thing you can do, which I shared, Bhavna, that focus on the roots, not on the fruits. Kabhi last end result pe focus mat karo.
Yes, that's why I'm here in English time. I always think that I will do job and buy this, but for the uh, after getting so many experience in company, so I felt that no, first of all I have to see in me what is wrong with me. So I think that I feel that the main thing is that you should know you should learn about English. You should speak. You don't you can't speak English very well. It's your very big weakness. So that's why I think that I have to learn English. I have to speak like you, and I really want to be like you, like this, like you going. And sir, definitely today I love that session. As I to inform you that I am not going to come in this session because I am going somewhere. But suddenly I opened that my work have done. So I opened that and I listened, and I was thinking that why I go, I should listen that. So right now I will never left any session, and thank you so much to give us these types of things and share with us, because I need it.
Fantastic. That's a really great decision that you took, Bhavna. And English Times is always dedicated for all of you to help you out in the best possible means.
Yes, and I will do my hard work for speak in English, and I will make my English best and bestest.
Great.
Thank you so much.
And once again, I would like to thank all of you, Miss Mona Lisa, Mr. Sunil, and all of you who actually gave me such wonderful comments. It really means a lot. So thank you so much, everyone, that you came, you took your time, and you participated in the session. And your seriousness is actually reflecting from your presence. You are still listening to us, which means that you are really serious about your life, and English Times will always try its level best to help you out. And in the next time, again, one of the great speakers is going to come and share his knowledge. So let me tell you that that person is none other than Mr. Ranjan. So next weekend on Saturday, Mr. Ranjan is going to come and he is going to share his wisdom about wonderful topic. And that topic I'll let you know in the group, but you should come because he is also an amazing speaker. He has so much of experience, and his best dialogue is "Risk hai to ishq hai." So please do come in that session too on the next Saturday, and you will witness the great wisdom from him as well. So till then, please apply all the lessons that we discussed today, And after the session, I would request all of you to share your feedback in the group. Because that will really help us to give you a lot. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night. Take care. God bless.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good night, sir. Night, sir.
Good night, sir. Sweet.